is Holly with WoodlandsHits.com, and I have the gorgeous Elizabeth Greever with EverSan Cooper here in the office. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much, Holly. You are so wonderful for having me here today. Thank you.
Thank you. It's our pleasure. So tell me a little bit about EverSan Cooper, kind of what brought you to start this new chapter in your life, and kind of what you guys do.
Well, thank you. So EverSan Cooper is a company that my husband and I started, and it's a company that we wanted to start so that we could create a legacy for our family the way that our grandparents have for us. Yes. So both of our grandparents are involved in real estate in multiple different ways, from farmland to commercial land to mortgages. And so we've always had the dream of being involved in real estate. Mm-hmm. And about 2 years ago, we kind of figured out this way we could provide service to people who need to get out of their homes that are in a distressed situation. And so we put this business plan together and decided to hit the ground running and just build this business so we could serve the community and provide for our family.
Awesome. So give me a little bit more detail as far as, what kind of homes do you look for?
So we are looking for homes that are in a physical distress.
Okay.
So that could be, a tree fell on the roof and maybe you couldn't afford to fix it. And so now some other things are going wrong, or maybe just kind of years of deferred maintenance or things like that, where the home is kind of losing the value that the rest of the neighborhood may have. Mm-hmm. And the family needs to sell and needs to move on, but just isn't sure how to do that, or how to find somebody who's going to buy that property in the current condition that it's in.
Okay, so if a specific person came and contacted you and said, I want to sell my home, kind of what is the process that you would go through with a new client?
Sure. So when somebody comes to us and tells us what they want, the biggest thing that we focus on is, what are their needs? Mm-hmm. When do they need to move on? How do they need to move on? What are all their needs, so that we can make sure that we work to fulfill those. So we'll go out to the house. And when we're at the home, we really just want to focus on the house, the walls, the windows, the floors, the ceilings, the roof, the AC, the big stuff.
So if I have dishes in the sink, that's okay?
We don't care about the dishes in the sink. We totally live that life too. We get that. We don't care if it's a mess. We don't care if it's not been cleaned. We are only focused on the structure of the home and the big items like foundation and hot water heater and other things like that, so that we can focus on the house and what needs to be done work-wise to get the house back up to the glory of everything else in that neighborhood. Nice. So that's what we're focused on when we're at the house.
Okay. I know we've kind of we've survived so far Hurricane Harvey, mm-hmm. but we are in the restoring and restructuring phase right now, and
yes.
I know this is kind of a big ticket item for you guys right now, because this, we've had over 800 homes just in the Woodlands area that were flooded. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure that you guys could help out those families.
We absolutely can. We've had a lot of questions from people about what to do next from Harvey. It's so overwhelming, and there's a lot of waiting on insurance and FEMA, sure. and just answers to questions in general. But the good news and the beautiful in all of it is that these families do have options, whether it's to stay in their home and rebuild, or if they want to move on and sell. So if they've come to a place where they decide that they don't want to fix their home and they want to sell it, we could be an option for them, and we would be happy to talk them through that, figure out again what their needs are, and if we can fulfill those and how we can help them move on. And if we can't, there are a lot of people out there who can, refer them to those individuals that are in the industry that can help them with a solution.
So you have a good tight network that you can refer out if
absolutely.
It's something that you can't assist with their needs.
Yes, we absolutely do.
Okay. So you actually have an upcoming event, which I think is absolutely brilliant. I think it's an event that everyone should attend if they've been affected in any way, shape, or form with Harvey. So give us some information about that event.
Yeah, we're really excited. So we are putting together an event at St. Dunstan's Church in Spring, and it's this Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. And the purpose of the event is to provide resources for families who have been affected by Harvey. Like I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of options, from options with FEMA to options with your mortgage company and so forth. Mm-hmm. So we want to be there and provide them with those options. So I'm going to be there. The title company is going to be there, a real estate agent, insurance agent, an adjuster, and an appraiser.
Wow.
And we've got all kinds of data and information for people so that we can really just give them resources and answer those questions. So that's our big goal, is to have people leave and say, okay, now I can have a better picture of maybe how I might want to move forward, or have resources or contacts with people that can answer, give them numbers and start answering some of those questions as far as how they want to move. So that's our goal for the event, and it's this Wednesday at 7. It's free, it's open to the public, and we're really excited and hope that it can be a big blessing to families around here.
Now, would you guys think about possibly maybe doing this, like maybe on a monthly basis, having this type of, informational, I don't want to say seminar, but informational resource fair, I guess, or something that you would call it? Would you consider doing that?
Absolutely. It's actually a goal of ours to be at a few churches in the area so we can serve multiple communities and be able to, reach as many people as we can. So absolutely, we are open. We really strive to be a resource in this situation because there's so many unknowns, and we'd like to help people navigate through that.
Sure. Do you only focus in the Woodlands area, or are there specific areas that you focus on?
So we serve basically North Harris County and then Montgomery County.
Okay.
So we can kind of go anywhere, but we live here and we know people here, so it makes sense for us to really serve this local community.
Absolutely.
And so that's where we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were talking a little bit offline before we started the interview that you kind of have a dream that you want to do, actually create your own nonprofit. And I wanted to kind of touch on it a little bit because I think it's absolutely brilliant what you're wanting to do.
Thank you.
Give us some information about that.
Yeah, so my husband and I really want our business to mean something, not just for us and our family, but for the community that we serve. And I actually used to teach special education. And so my heart is absolutely with those students and trying to help them. And when I was in the classroom, we brought dogs in regularly as part of our instruction, and they served as therapy dogs for these children. And the beautiful thing about dogs and animals is that they can go so far above and beyond just being in a classroom and hanging with a kid or being a house pet. They're really powerful and really smart in all the things that they can do.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want to start a nonprofit where we are fully funding therapy dogs for anybody that has a need, from a special needs child to a military veteran. Anybody that's got some sort of need that a dog can fulfill, we've got big dreams to be able to serve them and provide them fully funded therapy dogs.
Well, I think that's going to happen.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
It will one day. We're very excited about it, and that's a big goal of ours.
So if the listeners wanted to get more information about you or to contact you, where's the best place for them to go?
Sure. So we've got a website. It's EverSanCooper.com.
And why don't you spell that real quick?
It's EverSan Cooper.com. And you can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/EverSan Cooper. You're also welcome to reach out directly. My cell phone is 832-540-7320. I'd be happy to talk to you or text me anytime, and I can answer any questions.
Awesome. Well, Elizabeth, thank you so much for coming into the studio. And I think what you guys are doing in this community is absolutely amazing. It was already amazing, but now it's taken another level, now that we've had Harvey. So I, applaud you for what you're doing, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, Holly. I really appreciate you having me here today and your time. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank